Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Sisa. When Moshe Rabbeinu comes down from Har Sinai, there's one person waiting for him, and that's his faithful Talmud, Yoshua ben Nun. Yoshua ben Nun, in all 40 days that Moshe Rabbeinu was up in heaven, he did not go back to his tent. He waited at the foot of the mountain for the impending return of his Rebbe. Why didn't Yoshua go home? Why did he have to stay there? Rav Wolbe on Chumash explains, and this is where we will adapt the rest of the Torah from. He says that Yoshua wanted to stay as close as possible to his Rebbe. A lot of times people can be studying Torah, but they're just not getting it. It stays as something that's locked. How do you unlock the Torah? By Shimush Talmidei Chachim, by serving your Rebbe. And that is what Yoshua wanted to do. He stayed by his Rebbe as close as possible, as long as possible. He was the first in the base medrash, and he was the last one out. The Gemara in Barachos says that serving Talmidei Chachamim is greater than learning Torah itself. Why is it so important to have a Rebbe? When we say in davening, we say V'chula mekablu maleim ol malchus shemayim zeh mizeh. So the Vilna Gaon explains that it's talking about here the malachim. Each received one from the other its lessons, its teachings, but it was always from the higher angel to the lower angel. And it's the same thing with humans, that you're learning from a higher Rebbe, from a higher teacher, and you pass it down to someone beneath you. That is the way it's done. And that is done through Shimush Talmidei Chachamim. How is true Shimush Talmidei Chachamim done? It's done by being willing to accept the truth, being willing to accept criticism, not being so soft, being able to learn from your Rebbe, accept what he's teaching you, to analyze what he says, what he does, what is the true message that he's trying to convey. Happens to be, fortunately, that in a shir from Rav Noach Isaac Olbaum, he mentioned something that alludes to this concept too, where he said that Ezra, when it was time to go back to Eretz Yisrael and begin the process to build the base of Mikdash, he didn't leave until his Rebbe, Reb Baruch ben Nuriah, passed away. That's how important he felt Torah was of Shimush Talmidei Chachamim. A person can be compared to a building that's very tall, and on each floor, on each flight, and each level, there's a treasure greater than the one below it. But the people on the lower floors do not know about this treasure below. A person, too, is like this building where they can be on their own basement and they don't realize their own potential for growth, on what levels they can go spiritually and otherwise, unless they get a Rebbe to help them unlock the keys to their success and growth, Torah and spiritually. And this will open new worlds, not just external worlds, but realize that the internal world of Torah is so important. And that is only unlocked by Shimush Talmidei Chachamim. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos.